You're a massage business owner looking to grow your business. You've started doing some marketing campaigns, but you put money in, they charge you for it, and you're not totally sure what you're getting. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the foundational principles to marketing and how you can make it better. I'm Philip, co-founder of SpaMarketing.com. Our massage therapy growth program has helped hundreds of massage businesses grow their business and unlock their dreams. Throughout my week, I talk to dozens of massage therapists. I try to capture the most interesting and relevant ideas and bring them to you right here. So, you've spent money on marketing. Maybe you've got a few clients, maybe you didn't. You've gotten some metrics, some things like clicks and impressions and all this stuff, and it's all very confusing. It's really easy to become overwhelmed by this. So in this video, I'd like to just take a step back and let's talk about the foundational principles of marketing and what it is that you're actually doing. You see, in this modern era, it's easy to forget about the principle of the marketplace, right? You go back 200 years ago, what was a market? It was a line of vendors, right? So you've got different tables on both sides. And then people would walk through these vendors. And there would be vendors here, and they'd be trying to get their attention, right? This is a classic marketplace. You see it sometimes in like little farmers markets in communities. That's kind of like a simulation of it. These marketplaces, the vendors here would be actually calling out and trying to express, I have fresh fish that I just caught today, right? I have newspapers and you can get caught up on the latest trends from London, right? And you're all trying to call out to these people that are consumers walking through the marketplace. And so we see this concept. If we were to go into a marketplace from 200 years ago, we would probably be shocked at the noise and the amount of distractions and things going on. Right? It would be all at once. And it's easy to think that this doesn't happen anymore, but it definitely does. The ads that you're paying for are partaking in the market. It just happens mostly online now. And it's still chaotic, and it's still busy, and you still have to find something to bring people to your booth. It's just all digital. So let's talk about it. You are at your booth, right? You're a massage therapist. And you're calling out to the people going by, right? You're saying, I do massage therapy, and you're trying to get a certain number of people to come by your booth, right? Now, you're not getting enough people, right? And this is a common problem, right? You put $50 on to have your person call out to the people that are going by. Well, you have two options if you're not getting enough people coming to your booth, right? You can, number one, you can shout louder. What does this mean? This means increasing your budget. So you can shout louder. This is actually just going to reach more people, right? You're at your booth and instead of saying, I do massage, you're saying, I do massage, right? More people will hear your message, and that's pretty likely that more people are going to come to your booth. Right? Instead of reaching 10 people going by, you're now reaching 50 people going by, so it's reasonable to think that 10 times more people are going to come to your booth, right? But that's not the only option. Your other option is that you can shout something more interesting. So what does this mean? This means your offer, your hook, the credibility of your business, and so on, right? So a good example of this is you're at your booth and you're yelling, so you're a massage therapist and you're yelling, I'm selling something. I have a service that might benefit you. I'm selling something. How many people are going to come to your booth, right? I'm selling something. Everybody here is selling something. It's not going to get anybody to your booth. It's just not that interesting, right? But if you were to then say, okay, I'm going to shout something more interesting, you say, I will solve your back pain. I guarantee you'll sleep better at night after my massage, right? You yell something that is more interesting. And this could come in a variety of different forms. It could be a discount. It could be, 20% off for new clients, right? But it is more interesting than just, I do massage, right? A common mistake I see is massage businesses trying to shout louder and becoming frustrated that the louder they shout, the more money they have to spend. And it's just a game of putting money into this machine so that your character, let's say, can shout out into the marketplace louder and louder and louder, right? This is a common source of frustration. So if you are stuck in that, it's good to take a second and say, maybe I'm going to shout something more interesting. Maybe it's a deal, maybe it's a niche service that I have, maybe it's a story about my business that's interesting, right? There's a lot of different ways that you can take it, but I would stick to the basics. Shout something more interesting. Shout something that's going to bring people to your booth, right? Now, one thing that I want to make note of just right now is a lot of people will tell me, oh, my business is in a high net worth area. It's in a wealthy area, right? Maybe you're in, some golf area that's tourists and, all the houses are multi-million-dollar homes, right? There is a benefit to this and there's a downside to this, right? So you have the people coming through are all now high net worth. The problem that you're going to have is that you're not the only person that knows that they're high net worth, right? And so what you're going to have is you're going to have big brands, coming from the other side of the country, and they're going to shout using their big budgets at these people. So you've got a very attractive audience, but you're not the only person that knows this. The biggest companies in the world know this, and so they're going to reach across and shout louder. So the unfortunate thing is that if you're in an area that actually is high net worth, or actually is a special market, let's call it, it's all the more reason to shout something more interesting. In fact, you want to have something so interesting that you could whisper it to the right person from your booth, and they're going to come over and they're going to purchase, right? This is a very, very important concept. I know it gets a little bit into the technical weeds of it, but it's important to understand the conceptual idea of the digital marketplace so that you can actually look at the metrics at your disposal and come up with a marketing strategy that is actually going to work, that is going to bring people to your booth, the right people to your booth, who are going to pay and then keep coming over and over again. Now, I mentioned at the beginning, I talk to dozens of massage therapists a week. I try to capture the most interesting and relevant ideas and bring them to you right here. All I ask for in exchange is that you like this video and subscribe to this channel so that I can keep bringing you these videos. I'll talk to you soon.